An Air New Zealand flight, which rescued nearly 200 people stranded in Wuhan this morning, is due to arrive at Auckland Airport in the next half hour. The flight picked up 190 people from Wuhan, the epicentre of the virus outbreak, around 6:45 a.m. New Zealand time. One person was stopped from boarding the plane this morning after being screened because they were unwell. There are evacuees from 11 other countries on board, many of whom will be heading straight into quarantine when they touch down. Our reporter Nita Blake-Persen is at Auckland Airport and joins us now live. Hi Nita, what's happening there?
Hi Lisa, well it's all eyes on the runway here at Auckland Airport. Everyone is waiting on standby for this Air New Zealand flight to touch down. There's been a lot of preparation underway for the past few days. Obviously customs, health officials, airport staff want to make sure that this arrival goes as smoothly and as efficiently as possible so that these people can be processed and up to quarantine as quickly as possible to limit any potential spread of this coronavirus. So as you say, we know there's 190 people on board. 98 of those are New Zealanders, the rest 11 other nations, mainly Pacific nations, but the bulk of people, 35 others are from Australia. When they touch down in here in Auckland, they will be quickly boarding another flight back across to Australia, where they have their own separate quarantine facilities. But for everyone else, they will be very quickly popped onto buses and driven about 45 minutes north to Whangaparaoa, where a Navy base there has been converted into a mini village in anticipation of everyone spending the next couple of weeks there. So that includes everyone on board this plane, consular staff who had travelled to Wuhan, as well as health officials who were helping out with this rescue flight. But it doesn't include the Air New Zealand crew, who will be taking time off but do not have to quarantine for the next couple of weeks.
As people who are watching this will see that it appears that there's security stationed at the entrance to that site where the evacuees will go. What do we know about conditions there and where exactly they'll be staying on site?
Yes, it is secure. We were up there today. It's at the end of the Whangaparaoa Peninsula, so for people who know that area, right next to Shakespeare Regional Park. It's right next to a beach, and there's one road in and one road out. There is someone on guard and lock, but it was a busy site today as they were bringing in about 75 camper vans, which we're not sure if they are going to be used as the only form of accommodation there, or if that's in addition to the dorms and things that are on site. But there are 75 camper vans which can sleep between 4 and 6 people. They've got all of their own cooking facilities, washing, toilets, showers and things like that. But we also saw water care cars going in, portaloos. So obviously they are setting up this facility that it has everything that anyone could possibly need for 2 weeks, because they will basically be in lockdown mode when they get there for the next 2 weeks.
Thank you, Nita. That's Nita Blake-Persen, who is at the airport waiting the arrival of that plane, which is really due any time now, the plane that has evacuated people from Wuhan. And we will cross back to Nita if there are any developments. And meanwhile, thousands of passengers and crew have been quarantined on a cruise ship in Japan after 10 people on board tested positive for coronavirus. The Diamond Princess cruise ship will be in lockdown off the coast of Yokohama for at least 14 days, the cruise company says. The 10 people who have tested positive for the virus will be taken ashore in Japan for medical treatment. Princess Cruises says in a statement, the group includes 2 Australians, 3 Japanese, 3 from Hong Kong and 1 from the US, as well as a Filipino crew member. A previous passenger who did not show any symptoms while on board tested positive for the coronavirus on Saturday, nearly a week after leaving the ship. The 80-year-old man had embarked in Yokohama on the 20th of January and disembarked in Hong Kong on January 25th. Japanese authorities are scrambling to check other passengers who left the ship early as they try to contain the possible coronavirus outbreak.